Alright, here we go with some more Blood Moon action. This hand seems pretty reasonable. We have the turn 1 Birds of Paradise, the turn 2 Utopia Sprawl, into Magus of the Moon, the turn 3 Stormbreath. So, one time no Inquisition of Kozilek. Alright, our one time was not used there, so we've preserved our one time. So that's good. It's actually probably a difficult choice for him. I don't know what he'll want to take here. Probably the Magus, if I was to guess. But it depends. He may just be able to float mana and kill the Magus depending on what he's playing. So he may be more worried about the ramp. I don't know. Certainly thinking a little bit about it. He took the Magus and okay. Fair enough. Turns out we play a lot of those. So we have 11 draws in our deck to still have a Magus, a Blood Moon effect here. Which is kind of beautiful. Shambling Vent. Interesting. Okay, black-white. I'm going to give us an opportunity. We did not quite get there. Definitely have a lot of mana. Alright. Message sent and received. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. We're off the Blood Moon pan. We're on the Stormbreath plan. Oh, it's black-white tokens. Okay. This is probably pretty good against black-white tokens. Ooh, it's a bonfire. I'm not going to miracle it, though. Because we could have miracled it for like 3 or 4 or whatever, and it's not really worth it, obviously, in this situation, but what will be worth it is this Stormbreath Dragon. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that way we can still get in for 1 with our Arbor Elf. Sure, I accept. Next turn, we can actually Monstrous our Stormbreath. And then we can follow. Bonfire's got to be so good against black-white tokens, so. Cannot Path to Exile this thing. Okay, well. He's setting up for these Lingering Souls next turn. Oh my gosh. Okay, so. We make this a monstrosity. We can deal 3 damage to him, put him at 12. Plus 7 from this, puts him at 5, puts him at 4. Inferno Titan does not quite kill him after that, so we'll probably just be playing Inferno Titan this turn instead. I have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, so it's not enough to do anything fancy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can attack with both. Alright, play the Inferno Titan. He's just, I assume, very dead because we have a lot of a board and he's trying to set up for these, I assume, Lingering Souls, but he's just so far behind. And of course we have Bonfire for, so it's XX, it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, that was I mean, that's, I guess he took the Magus of the Moon, we just ran over him, so that'll work. Let's get these board wipes in here. All the board wipes, let's do it. Don't need Thrun. Don't need Acid Mosses. I feel pretty comfortable cutting Acid Mosses. He had a bunch of basics there. I'm going to assume that's not his average. And I mean, hey, we're playing the 12 moon deck. Can't go below 12 moons. I feel like this deck, unlike that Ponza deck we played last week, where you really need to be on the land destruction plan, this one can just, you're so all in on these Blood Moons that you can moon them, and it sort of removes the need to have a bunch of land destruction. You know, maybe if your Blood Moon is taking out 3 of their 4 lands, then you only need 1 actual land destruction spell to deal with that last one. So I'm not sure that you need quite the critical mass of land destruction that the other deck needed. Honestly, this deck may not even need Monvuli Asimos. Like you said, it may be better as some sort of creatures that give you more of a value engine for your Eldritch Evolution. I'm not entirely sure. This hand's a keeper, though. Another turn 2 Blood Moon hand. I will keep. Don't Inquisition us. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Oh my gosh. Never lucky. I assume he'll take the Magus of the Moon again. I wonder if he was supposed to take like the Utopia Sprawl or something last game, because he had basics of each color. This game he'll take the Utopia Sprawl. Yeah. Well, we're going to be able to Blood Moon, but it's not going to be for a minute here. Actually, just need to hit lands now that we don't have the Sprawl. So our opponent is actually on black, white, green tokens. Land. Oh. This is a good turn to draw bird, so fine with this. I mean, last turn would have been a better turn, but still. Let's go ahead and yield to this. Let's go ahead and fetch. Well, we're on a clock here. Okay, now we're really on a clock. But the good news is this Inferno Titan just absolutely just embarrasses Bitter Blossoms. So there's that. We can take him off green and black mana, though, with this Magus of the Moon we're going to play. Land. Sweet. Perfect land, actually. So the question is, do we want Blood Moon or Magus of the Moon? I think, given that he's like showing path mana, I actually just want the Blood Moon. Because he can't interact with it. Next turn we can Acid Moss, turn after that we Inferno Titan to start clearing away all the tokens he's going to have. Because he's going to have plenty of tokens. Good news for us is he has just white and red mana at this point. Oh, he's going to path his own thing. Okay, well. I mean, that's the path he doesn't have for our Inferno Titan. Because let's be honest, as good as the... And he still doesn't have green mana, whatever this is for. But, you know, as good as the Blood Moon is, getting the Inferno Titan's the card that really matters. So, yep, well, now we're on a much shorter clock. Yep, we're going to take a lot of damage next turn. Okay, so that's all probably fine, though. We're going to go ahead and take him off black mana here. I guess we want a Stomping Ground so that we do have double red in case our bird goes by the wayside. So we're up to 5 mana. We really need, I think, to hit a land, though, to have this Inferno Titan. Obviously, we can Acid Moss him again, but we're taking so much damage. Yeah, that is a bunch of damage. All right, need a land. Actually, dead if we don't have a land. Sure. Land. Come on. Alright, well, taking that Utopia Sprawl is very good against us. I don't think we can do anything with 5 mana. We're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage and dying. We can block 3 of it and still die. We were even going to survive if we hit the... We might have even been dead if we hit the land. Like, even if we Inferno Titan away this and one of these, still take a bunch. I think we might have survived. I don't know. Maybe we would have survived in the attack step and the next Inferno Titan, but... Just a turn too slow there. Double Bitter Blossom is a lot of damage. Of course, Sorin is even more, so... That's fine. I think everything here is... I think everything's what we want. You know, we drew the only 2 Acid Mosses in our deck, and we were just a turn too slow, and if we hit a land there, I think we would still been in the game. Also, Path, when you have double Bitter Blossom, Path just actually becomes a ramp spell because the token, the creature if you're on your pathing is not that big of a deal. Just a little too slow, but now we get to be on the play for the first time. This is a very interesting hand, actually. I'm going to mulligan it, but just having Fire Spout plus Bonfire when Bonfire for 1 or 2 is so good against him. It's pretty interesting, but I think we can mulligan to something better, like this. Sure, take Utopia Sprawl. Well, we're going to have a bunch of mana. This game is going to be... We're going to have the Blood Moon effect. Gosh, dang it. Turn 1 Inquisition every single game. That sucks. Yep, no. I'm just going to have to draw a Haymaker. I guess I can just fetch... Yeah, I'm going to miss out on a point of damage here, but I'm going to save myself damage, which is more important to me. Well, we're live to any good draw. Maybe I wasn't supposed to take the Utopias. Probably already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana in our hand. Maybe that's true. I don't know. It looked so good when we were going to have that Eldritch Evolution, though, along with the Utopias for all this turn. Yep, obviously. We have lots of good draws. We have lots of cards. We can cast anything in the deck now. We have lots of cards that wreck his tokens. We can Miracle Bonfire when he has tokens. We can just cast Bonfire. Yeah, we can make him shock himself for no reason. And we're at the mercy of our top decks. Good news is we have some good top decks. Like that one. Alright, well, let's get in there. Now that's pretty good because we do have the ability to monstrous it. It's going to do a bunch of damage to him. Even a Blood Moon would have been good there, by the way. Just put him on red-green mana. I think we might be alright because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which makes him take probably like 3 at least, puts him to 7, and then kills him. Or he's just going to have nothing. That's not a good sign for him. I'm like tempted to Acid Moss him, but I think just killing him is probably better. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We actually have 8 mana. Well, that's not super relevant because we only have 8 if we do this. Otherwise we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's no way we can attack with this as well. But he's actually just dead. I mean, depending on what he has, so. I mean, this is just going to be lethal. So he has to have an answer, and those answers, well, that's not going to do it, friend. I think perhaps you should have done that before you allowed us to monstrous it, because you're just dead. Assuming there's not something else here. Yeah, alright, we got it. So I think what we're learning from this is that Schwalb Moon is sometimes very good, but Stormbreath Dragon is always good. Protection for Path to Exile is a huge deal.